What's up guys, it's Matterz, and ever since the reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, we have been making countless videos, countless theories, arguments, and sort of predictions, and almost like hopeful messages of we need the Ray Gun Mark III, and I've made videos talking about certain leaks covering the Ray Gun Mark III. We've talked about stuff where the Ray Gun Mark III will actually come, what it will be like, and we're going to talk about a bunch of that in this video, but this video is going to be specifically dedicated to what the Ray Gun Mark III is going to be like, and if it's going to be better than the Ray Gun Mark II, or its counterpart, obviously, the Ray Gun, I guess, Mark I, or the original Ray Gun. Now, we're going to assume a bunch of different stuff about the Ray Gun Mark III. There are two different options, at least that I'm thinking right now, maybe even three. We'll throw in three, because I know people were talking about this in a stream that they were in, on my stream, whatever, and we have three different options for what the Ray Gun Mark III will actually be like. One, it could be a combination of the original Ray Gun and the Ray Gun Mark II. So obviously you have the burst auto, like semi-automatic, where you're like shooting the lasers, and then you can switch it, and then you can also have the splash effect within the same wonder weapon. So that's the one version. The second one here, we actually have a shotgun Ray Gun. So you have low ammo, low magazine, but the actual like ray pellets and bullets are huge explosions of just element 115, and then obviously that would be a pretty good wonder weapon as well. And then the third one is actually pretty interesting. It's a Ray Gun Mark III LMG. So it's literally like a ton of bullets, and you just roast kids, and you just destroy zombies with crazy amounts of ray gun ammunition. Whether or not it's similar to the Ray Gun Mark III, it probably would be, or the Ray Gun Mark II for that matter. Probably is going to be a lot of different lasers, spamming them, huge magazines, so that would be pretty cool as well to kill zombies with. So we're going to base this off of those three types of wonder weapons as the Ray Gun Mark III. So I'm going to show some gameplay of the Ray Gun Mark II on screen now, and then we're also going to show some gameplay of the Ray Gun. Now, we know these weapons, we may do a comparison of these weapons in specific in a later video, but I just want to touch, obviously, we know what they're like, we know sort of which one is better, especially, I think, within Black Ops 2, it was pretty clear that the Ray Gun Mark II definitely outweighed the Ray Gun, the regular Ray Gun, because the Ray Gun Mark II, you can destroy Panzers so quickly, you can destroy really bosses in general, the Brutus, the Panzer. It was just such an easy thing within Black Ops 2 to be using the Ray Gun Mark II and just to kill the bosses with ease. The Ray Gun, still pretty effective, but the problem was you didn't always get those shots right on target. It splashed everywhere, and when you're killing zombies also, it did splash the zombies on the ground, so sometimes you're shooting them, and when they're supposed to die, you get those crawlers. So that's definitely something that you don't really want to look at as a pro. Obviously, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but those are just those two weapons. We're not comparing those. Just letting you guys know that's the whole case with those weapons. Now, for the Ray Gun Mark III, here are the comparisons. We have to think. Now, is a weapon that, this is a pretty easy comparison, you guys are going to understand, and we're going to do three comparisons here. The first Ray Gun Mark III variation. The Ray Gun Mark III that I said before, that's a variation of both the Ray Gun Mark II and the original Ray Gun. So, this is a prime example of a very good balanced wonder weapon because it takes both of the Ray Guns, takes their abilities and brings it together. So whether you want to use the splash effect or whether you want to use the bullet, like sort of laser effect, you can have both within the same Ray Gun. Alright, so definitely let me know if you guys think that is a good sort of comparison there, because obviously, who wouldn't want both the Ray Guns within the same wonder weapon? But the next one here is, it may be a bit different between people. Now, if you played Advanced Warfare X or Zombies, and you've used the sort of wonder weapon, the Cell 3 Cauterizer, basically what it was almost like a shotgun type wonder weapon, and I think that has been something leaked actually, time and time again, and that was going to be like the new ability of the Ray Gun Mark III. So we're just going to assume that that's one of the abilities, not confirming it obviously, but you know, it's been leaked and it's been talked about, so we're going to compare that between the old Ray Guns. So if you think about it, a low ammo, low magazine, but high rate of fire, or high power, high damage, not high rate of fire, I guess it could be if you want, but that wouldn't really make sense, high damage, with a Ray Gun ammunition, Ray Gun bullets, element 115, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's going to be, would that be better for a wonder weapon than the Ray Gun Mark II and the Ray Gun? So the problem is, it's a pretty decent weapon. It's a pretty decent idea because when you're using wonder weapons and you're training, you're going for a high round, they're usually for getting a huge train and then shooting it and then basically killing the whole train. Now, the shotgun effect is it gonna have this widespread damage like a thunder gun? Because a thunder gun destroys the whole radius of the location. Now, if you shoot it with a shotgun, you're gonna shoot one certain radius. Depends on how large the radius is. If there's a splash effect where you shoot it and then the ray gun ammunition goes and connects to all of the zombies when you actually shoot that shotgun shell, then it's 100% going to be better than the ray gun Mark II and the ray gun, because obviously you're not getting this narrow shot. You're actually destroying all the zombies, but then you can also get the narrow shot if you want, like if you're in a small area and you're trying to run around the map, get jug, stuff like Thunder Gun, you're gonna waste your ammo like insanely because it's only gonna do a large radius, not like a narrow shot like a shotgun would. So like I said, if the Ray Gun Mark III is a shotgun, but it also has like the splash damage effect where it gets the surrounding zombies, it'll be an ideal weapon. But if not, I'm not so sure. I personally would think the Ray Gun Mark II and maybe even the Ray Gun would be better for a wonder weapon, just, you know, in general for moving around the map, getting kills while training, and then also like moving around the map in general and just like escaping, trying to get jug, and then just doing random stuff around the map, just your daily grind, instead of not going for a high round but just doing random stuff, like I said. So that's basically that. Now the last one here, again, a very interesting one. It almost reminds me of something like the Death Machine. It's a pretty good way to sort of think about it here. So the Ray Gun Mark III as a LMG, would that be better than the Ray Gun Mark II and the Ray Gun, the original Ray Gun from back in the day? And right now, actually, the Ray Gun's been around for a while. So the only thing is, I keep on thinking of the Death Machine, and when I'm training and when I'm doing high round attempts, the Death Machine screws me over a lot, and it really does. Now, that's probably only because you pick it up, and then like as you're picking it up, you're not able to kill zombies, and you're slowed down, and that's something I don't want to happen with the Ray Gun Mark III. So when you have the Ray Gun Mark III as an LMG, the only thing is, it's going to have a lot of ammo, it's going to be pretty powerful, and I feel like they're going to make it pretty damn slow. Now, if it's that slow, it could still be a training weapon. It could still be a really insane wonder weapon, training weapon thing, but it really isn't ideal for going for high rounds if you have such a slow weapon like that. I mean, maybe if you're doing a camping spot, that would be pretty good, or maybe if you're doing some sort of training spot where you can like risk having the slow weapon and you can slowly go around. But if you're in a tight area and you're in a tight training spot and you're in tight locations, running around with that weapon, it's not going to be good. When you're going to pull it out, then you're going to slow down like by 50% what you were doing before, and then you're gonna shoot, and although it's gonna be powerful, you're gonna be slowed down much more than before. So I just don't see that being a huge plus for the game, and you never know what they can do. Obviously, they can always change it around. They can always make it a bit faster, make it a bit less of like a huge LMG, but just like act like an LMG. You never know what they can do. But I just think I would rather have a nice, speedy, like agility ray gun to run around with and shoot zombies with, especially the Ray Gun Mark II. Obviously, you have the laser effect and all of that insane stuff. It really does make sense for that to be the case. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. I think obviously the first one is the best scenario, where we have a Ray Gun Mark III as a combination of both. The second one, pretty good, and the third one, just not so sure about it. But I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. And if you're watching right now, please put Mark III in the comment section so I can see the accounts that are watching right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys later.